All right, Leni Schwendinger interview, October 12th, 2009. Leni, we're all eagerly awaiting the opening of your new work at the Main Street Garden Park, SpectraScape, in November. What led you to decide to use light as an art form?
I have been working with light since I was a young filmmaker at the London Film School in the 70s. And I was a theater designer. And so one day I very consciously decided that creating lighting environments in a theater was not for me anymore, that it was too much of a sacred, invitation-only kind of space, too internal, and that I wanted to bring light and narrative out into the street where people already were.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been using light and video or moving images and paintings on glass and things that are transparent that light can go through, color, all of these elements for a long time, for public artworks and environments in cities and parks. So for SpectraScape and the Dallas downtown Main Street Garden, we had the fortune to design the lighting for the park from our design side of our studio, and then I was requested to compete for the public art side. And we thought, fantastic, we are already fully versed in the design of the park, we know the landscape architect, and we have some ideas where that public art can go. The very first element that I had thought of before being selected as an artist for the park was to have the lights in the shade structures that Mr. Balsley designed, to have the lights go on when a visitor sat down under the shade sculpture.
Okay.
So that was the beginning of the idea of working with light and making it more than just lighting.
Can you go on a little bit further and describe some of the elements of SpectraScape that you expect will engage the new viewers in Dallas?
Well, first of all, the project is derived and is an echo of the gardens in the park, that the structures are set into striated gardens. And so they are seasonal, the gardens, and the lighting aspect is really video that is viewed through artist-made glass, special glass that we developed with a glass artist. And there are 4 videos that are each seasonal. So there is summer, fall, winter, and spring. There's also a white-on-white video that will play at dusk to announce the coming of dusk or sunset. And I think that people will be engaged in their opinions of the seasonal depictions through video and color. I think that people will be engaged through the reading light that comes on when they walk in and sit down. And I think they'll be engaged by the location of the shade structures, which are on the edge of Main Street. Mm-hmm. We're adding something very new to Main Street, which is a park. Mm-hmm. And we really did hope, underneath the subtext is, let's invite people into the park, let's entice them like moths to a flame to the sparkling video.
Well, I think the interesting part of this is that it's not a one-shot experience. If you come at different times of day, your experience will be different. If you come at different times of year, you'll have a different experience. So it's something that hopefully will draw people back to see, okay, what's the next phase going to be like, or what is it at a different time of day? That's great. You worked with the landscape architect Thomas Balsley on this project. Can you describe the collaborative process for this project a little bit?
Tom is a very architectural landscape architect. So he's very architectural, and you can tell by looking at the landscape that it is very precise and it's very structured in a sense, it's not, let's say, free form. It's not naturalistic. It's a very structured park. So his idea for the shade structures, the shade shelters, was very, very strong. His idea was that the green glass that you'll see was monolithic, and that it kind of contains the public art, which are bands of striped video and striped light. So we really did have quite a lively relationship.
Oh, that's great.
In determining how the bands of light and glass would fit into, in a sense, the roof or the cantilevered roof of the structure.
Okay, very good. Many of your light projects are works that are part of architectural structures. Can you talk a little bit about how you design the light in relationship to the structure?
Right. I like to be part of something. I'm not trained as a sculptor, and I wouldn't say that my forte is to create sculpture on its own. I think that my strength is really to create forms that fit and that come from and that are informed by the sites where they are. And therefore the structures and forms, whether they're found structures like a bridge or an underpass, or new, like this park and the shade shelters, I really enjoy the envelope of working within a designed form by someone who really does design forms. Mm-hmm. So I think that and in my studio we have an architect, an industrial designer, electrical engineer, an artist, a young artist, sculptor, and